RFK got into a little bit of a spat with Feel the Burn. Remember when Bernie Sanders was running for president of the United States of America, y'all? Y'all remember that? I do, because I got into a little bit of a heated debate with somebody that said that they'd rather have Bernie Sanders for president of the United States of America. I couldn't believe it. Not this super left liberal. Well, RFK got into a little bit of a heated skerfuffle with Bernie Sanders based off of the fact that Bernie Sanders was trying to accuse him of operating not above board. And RFK called him on his bluff. Check it out.
Let me just say this in conclusion, Chairman Cassidy.
Look how old this guy looks. Look. How much money do you need? Before we get into Feel the Burn and RFK Jr., how much is enough? How much is enough? How long can you get money from the federal government before you say, you know what? Y'all keep telling me that I need to take days off. Tell Bernie Sanders, tell Elizabeth Warren, tell Nancy Pelosi, tell all of these senators and these old geezers to retire first before you ever tell me to take a vacation, bro. Why are they still in Congress? Why don't we have term limits on public service in Congress? Let's focus.
President Trump and Mr. Kennedy are quite right when they say that our system is broken. They're right. Our economic system today is broken. 3 people own more wealth than the bottom half of American society. Wages have been stagnant for American workers for 50 years. The economy is broken. You know what? Our political system is broken and corrupt. You have a handful of billionaires in both political parties who contribute huge amounts of money to elect candidates in this room throughout the United States Congress. That is a broken political system and a real threat to democracy. Our healthcare system is broken.
Why are you talking so loud?
It's broken for some of the reasons that Mr. Kennedy indicated. We have not paid attention to the fact that we have massive amounts of chronic disease. We have not answered the question why in the richest country in the history of the world, our life expectancy is lower than it is in countries far poorer than we are. So I think in many ways, President Trump and Mr. Kennedy have asked some of the right questions. Problem is their answers will only make a bad situation worse. So let me ask Mr. Kennedy again. If we want to make America healthy, will you assure the American people that you will fight to do what every other major country on earth does, guarantee health care to every single American?
Have y'all seen what's going on in Canada today? Have y'all seen what's going on in Canada? The United States is basically trying to create Canada too. Have y'all seen what's going on with Canada and Canada's healthcare system? Because number one, I didn't even know that RFK Jr. was the one to create a healthcare for all type of situation. I thought that was up to the people in Congress. Does Bernie not know what his job is, and does he not know what RFK Jr. was appointed to do? Is he not aware of what his job is? No, he's not. Canada's healthcare system is broken. It is absolutely broken. I don't know if y'all familiar with Canada's healthcare system. I'm going to have to start pulling that up. Let me show y'all what's going on in Canada. Give me a second. I'm going to pull it up for y'all. Because some people may not be familiar. I know a lot of people think that Canada's healthcare system, y'all keep saying that y'all going to move. Y'all haven't moved yet. Let me show you what's happening in Canada. This video was recorded 2 weeks ago just for the sake of conversation, all right?
I'm gonna give you a hug now or later. Thank you.
After hours in a line that snaked around Walkerton's Legion Hall and down surrounding streets, Susan Marshall is cold.
I'm sorry, but I'm frozen. My lips are frozen right now.
But the payoff is huge. After 5 years, she will finally have a family doctor. Walkerton is getting a new physician. 500 patients will get a spot. No triage, though, just first come, first served.
I actually saw this post on Facebook, of all places, and I thought with today's weather that there wouldn't be so many folks.
It says that there's a problem if there's this many people willing to come out in a snowstorm to try and get a doctor.
Since the early morning hours, more than 1,000 people came to line up here in the cold, in the snow, all desperate, all with stories of what life has been like without a family doctor.
My husband, he has fairly serious health issues, and many times I feel like I'm not able to cope.
They overpay. Canada has some of the highest taxes that you will ever experience in your entire life. And they overpay in taxes for a healthcare for all system that does not work, is broken, and is being finessed by the Canadian government while at the same time not providing adequate health care for the people. They have to wait 5 years just to get a family doctor. So for all of y'all that absolutely have to get this because you think that it's going to make sense and this is what they do in Canada, this is what they've experienced. They getting taxed out of their eyeballs. They getting destroyed. And they are inadequate when it comes to health care for the people that's paying into the tax system.
Most end up in the ER or simply go untreated.
I just absolutely waited out until I absolutely have to go to the hospital.
There is similar desperation in many parts of the country. More than 6 million Canadians don't have a family doctor.
We're seeing a Hunger Games all across Ontario.
It's unsustainable, says the president of the Ontario Medical Association.
What happens when you can't find a family doctor? You end up using the emergency department for care. You end up missing cancer, another important preventive care.
Now, in Walkerton, some just got a much-needed lifeline.
We've had 5 years now without a doctor, so it feels like we won the lottery.
A lot of people like to criticize the American system, but a lot of people don't understand the American system. But since they're so critical of it because you think that other countries can do it better, I think that you should move. You should pay 60% taxes in Canada and give 60% of everything that you make over to the Canadian government and wait 5 years for the potential of getting a family doctor that will open up in your area immediately. Y'all hate this. Y'all hate America so bad, but y'all don't want to go nowhere. And it's a reason for that. So while Feel the Burn over here is asking dumb questions like,
does the America we want to? So let me ask Mr. Kennedy again. If we want to make America healthy, will you assure the American people that you will fight to do what every other major country on earth does, guarantee health care to every single American?
like Canada, right? Our neighbors to the north.
I'm going to make America healthier than other countries in the world right now.
Will you guarantee do what every other major country does? That's a simple question.
And by the way, Bernie, the problem of corruption is not just in the federal agencies, it's in Congress too. Almost all the members of this panel are accepting, including yourself, are accepting millions of dollars from the pharmaceutical industry.
Oh.
And this is why you need somebody like Trump to come into office and to appoint people in there to call them to their faces and call the kettle black like they trying to call a pot. RFK is not compromised by the system, and he will 100% hold these people feet to the fire and call them for what they are. Shout out to RFK for having the balls to call Bernie Sanders out on his BS, because all of the members of Congress was taking donations on an individual basis, some of them from SPACs, but definitely individually taking donations from Big Pharma. Compromise while they over here grandstanding for y'all like they really for y'all. Get out of here, bro.
Oh, no,
And
no,
protecting
no, no,
their interests.
Oh, I thought that would come. No. I ran for president like you. I got millions and millions of contributions. They did not come from the executives, not one nickel of PAC money from the pharmaceutical industry. They came from workers.
In 2020, you were the single largest
because I had
receiver of pharmaceutical money.
No. Don't overtalk us now, Bernie. We got the document.
From workers all over this country. Workers,
you were the
not a nickel from corporate
Bernie,
tax.
you were the single largest acceptor of pharmaceutical dollars.
No, from workers in the industry.
1.5 million.
Yeah, out of...
So, when y'all sitting here thinking that these Democrats is in your favor, I need y'all to go ahead and get off the Democrat plantation immediately. Come on, y'all. Y'all got to wake up. And I'm not saying that there aren't corrupt Republicans. I'm not saying that the same system don't benefit some Republicans also. But I am telling you that it's much worse on a Democrat plantation because they lying to y'all face and they acting like they not a part of the same system that their Republican counterparts are also benefiting from, except for they just going to act like they not a part of it.